Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. After the death of King T'Challa, Queen Ramonda and Shuri, together with their subjects, fight to protect Wakanda from the interference of world powers that aspire to take over their vibranium. While striving to forge a new destiny for Wakanda, an unknown underwater people possessing the same mineral start a war that endangers the security of all of Wakanda. This science fiction and fantasy film, part of the Marvel superheroes universe, is a sequel to the 2018 movie Black Panther and is directed by Ryan Coogler with the participation of Angela Bassett in the role of Ramonda, Letitia Wright as Shuri, Lupita Nyong'o as Nakia, among other good actors. For us who are not superfans of superheroes movies, but we like to watch them, this production seemed interesting and entertaining enough to watch, but far from being spectacular as other people say. It kept our attention until the end, but nothing more. Let me explain. The story, although it promised to be interesting, was sometimes presented in a way that for us was disorganized, exaggerated, with many ridiculous and difficult to believe parts, even for this genre of productions, at times slow and repetitive, since it became too many times during the movie, actually from the very beginning, into a tribute film to the memory of late actor Chadwick Boseman, the original Black Panther, that frankly ended up boring us. Yes, the tribute to that great actor was well deserved and was something that was acceptable to us, but remembering him all the time during the movie just to add an emotional element to the film spoiled the fluidity of the plot and made the movie more of a dramatic production than anything else. In addition, we consider that many parts of the story were meaningless or full of cliches and stereotypes. A very clear example is when they show a Wakanda tribe who beat their chests and howl like monkeys or gorillas when they communicate with each other. This part seemed ridiculous to us, just as it seemed ridiculous when we saw the same thing in the 2018 film. Choosing a group of pre-Columbian people to be the new Atlanteans, or underwater race, so to speak, a super powerful race under the command of their king Namor, seemed to us an interesting idea. But please, couldn't they find a better Latin actor to play and represent Namor? During the presentation of this new underwater people, or nation, we found it ridiculous that you could easily notice in many underwater scenes that the actors, including the extras, held their breath during the filming of these scenes and did not show the agility or the delicate movements of beings that are supposed to be aquatic, thus diminishing credibility to the story. These were performances that we considered to be forced, fake, staged, and not at all convincing. There are other parts that we didn't like about the movie, but we don't want to unnecessarily lengthen our review. As for the production elements, such as the cinematography, costumes, set designs, among others, these were all good, while the special effects were in general decent, but far from being very good or excellent, and actually failed in the underwater scenes as we mentioned earlier. The performances of the entire cast were decent, highlighting the performances of the three main actresses mentioned in the beginning, as they were believable and convincing in their roles. So, as you can probably tell by now, we didn't like this production that much, but we don't consider it a bad movie. We found it to be between average and good, so we give it 2.5 stars out of 5. True superfans of the Marvel superheroes universe will surely love this movie, but it was not so for us. Until next time.